So now we're going to start sketching our flowers. Besides magnolias, peonies are one of my favorite things to sketch because there are just so many different little parts to it. So I am sketching that second flower down, looking at that again, just following the lines. And this is where you just have to trust what you're doing and that the outcome will be good, because there are a lot of petals on peonies, and sometimes when you're drawing these lines it's like, okay, what the heck am I doing here? You know, like there's these crazy lines just going everywhere and it just looks wonky, but in the end it comes together just the way that you want it to. So I'm using the charcoal pencil, and we're gonna draw a couple of different peonies along this bottom right corner of the spread, and then we'll go back and I'll show you how to kind of bring them to life. Alright, so I'm finishing off my sketches by adding a little bud up here at the top. I know that the lines are a little difficult to see, especially because of the botanical elements of the background, those little vines or leaves or whatever. But I hope that you can still kind of get the idea and, you know, see what I was doing with the sketching. So now I'm going to take my soft pastels and start coloring in the petals. I have this tin that I use. It was a watercolor tin, and I had took all the watercolors out and put them in a different palette. So I took this and I just took pieces of my favorite pastels. You can see there's quite a few, but pieces of my favorite pastels to put all together. And I'm taking some different yellow colors. There's a combination of NuPastels, some Rembrandt pastels, I think Gallery, a bunch of different brands. NuPastels are kind of one of my favorite because they're water soluble like most everything else, but also the colors are really cool. So I'm just taking some different colors of yellow to put in those middle parts, and then I'm going to take a bunch of different pinks and color in my petals. So I like to use a variety of pink colors when I am doing my my florals, because I mean, flowers really aren't just one color. Now they aren't, you know, multicolor either, but they have a variation, and so I like to take, you know, my dark pinks and kind of maybe have those be the outline, and then my light pinks kind of be in the middle. But really, in the end, because we're going to also use paint on top of these pastels, it almost doesn't really matter how you color it in with the pastels. You know what, I mean, it matters the color you use because that's kind of the foundation, but it can definitely change. So just kind of keep that in mind as you're going through that. Whatever you choose, however you choose to color these in, it's not really super important to the end product. This is kind of just giving us a base foundation for what's to come.